Welcome back, everybody. I'm the Blonde Fox, and today we're going to continue playing some more Genshin Impact. In the last episode, we went to explore the synth factory base thingy, whatever it was, where, what? I just totally drew a blank on his name. But where Malus, I think is what his name was. Anyways, the butler guy, where he told us that it was so we can get some evidence for Navia in order to basically not only help prove Tartaglia's innocence, that he isn't the one that was responsible for the serial disappearance case, but also prove who the true culprit is, which is, again, I'm getting bad on the name. I think it was like Marcus? I can't remember. A lot of M names. Anyways, so while Navia's doing the trial over there, which the whole last episode was pretty much just covering her on her end, because we entered the base automatically and then it will switch over to her end, and it was her in the trial and everything, and she's killing it. She's pulling out facts left and right. She's retelling the story. She's got Farina questioning things. Clarinde even gave some of her, statement and everything. It's just like a lot of interesting stuff happening. But then we went back here because we need to get some more evidence so we can help her. So that's pretty much what we're going to do. So remember to like the video if you like it and subscribe if you see more. Without further ado, let's get right to it. This is getting really good. The story here in Fontaine is really good. I like the trial setting, actually. The trial stuff is really fun. Oh, they let you change your party and stuff. That's pretty cool. Anyways, I wonder if I would like the Ace Attorney games after playing this and everything, because I've never played them, but I've watched Let's Plays before of the Ace Attorney games, and I always thought they were, the story was always really good in them. I even watched the anime for the Ace Attorney games, too. It was just, they look like a lot of fun. So I bet I would really like them, but I've never played one before, so I wonder if I actually need to play one. Because, like I said, they do seem like they might be a lot of fun, especially based off of how things are going with this game right now, because it's reminding me very much so of it. Okay, so we start this up, and what does it do? Is it gonna flip the place? Is it gonna turn things? Is it gonna... Oh, elevator. An elevator.
Is it because of this mechanism in the middle? That guy really prepared a lot of stuff for this place.
Yeah, is his name? It was Marcel, right? Was the name of the guy that she accused? I don't know why I thought it was Marcus. Anyways, I'm really hoping it's him though, because he got really smug there towards the end. It's just like, okay, I want it to be him now, just because of the fact that he kind of ticked me off with how smug and mean he was being to Navia. He was in her face, so I'm better than you attitude, and oh, you impetuous little girl kind of attitude. And I was just like, oh, I just want to punch him across the face. I really love Navi though. Whenever she comes out, I think she's gonna be a 5-star, and I'm a little worried because I'm just I've already been almost at 0 Primogems, and Farina's coming up, and I'm gonna be pulling for her, and I'm just okay, whenever Navia comes out, I'm totally gonna pull for her just personality and design wise. I don't even care if she's good. I just love her.
Let's take a look around. Maybe we'll find a hidden mechanism that'll show us the way up.
Okay, well, let's jump in the water. Oh, I guess not. Jump in the water? No, it still wants me to go underwater. Now we'll check above ground first. Doesn't look like there's anything here. But yeah, like I was saying, she's probably going to be one of those characters too. Even if her moveset is bad, I'm probably going to pull for her just based off of design and personality and all that. It's just I just like her too much not to. Which there have been characters that I've done that with before. I'm not against pulling for that. Just they have to be really good design and really good character for me to, be okay with doing that. Knowing that they're probably not going to be a character I'm going to use, but I love them too much to not, Then again, there's no character that's really horrible, because even the ones that they end up being bad, they either do get fixed eventually because other characters come out that might make their movesets better, or they do have a specific use that if you do build them correctly, you can make them useful. I think every character has their use. For the longest time too, a lot of people. Ooh, we're raising the water level. Oh, that's cool. A lot of people thought that Dia was really not useful whatsoever. She was bad and that she didn't hit hard enough and all this. Really didn't see much use for her. She was very niche. I've been using her on my personal team I have a team that I run her with Linny, and then I have another team where I run her with Nicolette. She works so good with those characters. I have 2 different teams that I run her on with those guys, and it's just she's fantastic with them. So that's what I'm characters, I think every character has their use, even the ones that are voted really bad. They just need certain characters to bring out those uses. You know what I mean? Also, if you like a character, you're going to have fun playing with them even if they're not good. So, you got to keep that in mind too. Wish, wish, wish.
Busted. Our bond is strong.
Oop, she got hit. Gotta be careful there. Can't let her get hit too many times.
Take it easy.
Everyone hold hands.
Mark.
Lightning, terrified.
There.
Quietly now. Take it easy.
Nice. Awesome. Okay, keep moving forward. Activate this one. But yeah, if you have a character that you like, even if they're not good, you're gonna enjoy playing as the... Oop, I was trying to open the menu so I could clear that thing out. But anyways, you're gonna like playing with them anyways, even if they're not good. Because there's been characters like that too, where I've got where I'm just like, oh, the character's not as strong or as good as I thought, but I still run him in my team just because I like the character, and it makes me happy seeing him. Yeah, I might not use him for actual, like, combat stuff, but I use him for just general exploration. You know what I mean? Oh my gosh, the echoey Paimon voice drives me nuts. I don't know why, it's just like, it's that tone with the echo and everything. It just makes me, like, makes my skin crawl. Normally her voice doesn't bother me that much, but with the echo, it's like really bothering me for some reason. It's like extra annoying. Okay, let's see. Ah, treasure. Okay, Door of Resurrection was activated, so that's got me a little worried. Gonna be boss fight or something soon? I mean, I got most of my bursts, so this should go pretty well. Ooh, yeah, it looks pretty serious fight up ahead.
Take it easy.
The only one who doesn't have a burst ready is Shinobu, but I think we'll be fine.
Stand with me.
Get our healing going, and then we'll go right in.
Share my knowledge.
Oh, I thought I hit the button fast enough. Guess I didn't.
Game's up. Time's over.
Behold! That's far enough. Cry louder.
Whoosh.
Our bond is strong. Take.
Nice, that went really well. I need to start doing that more often. I think that Yelin's burst, usually I just use it with her, but I think it works pretty well with using it with Wanderer. Okay, I hear like machinery in my headphones, so is there more machinery up ahead? Ooh, yeah, a lot of
After all
machinery.
that, we finally made it to the innermost sanctum. Though, as expected, the mastermind isn't here.
If I'm not mistaken, he's being charged by Navia as we speak.
That's right. Then let's hurry up and find some evidence so we can get back to the Opera House and help Navia.
I was about to say, wasn't the whole point of this is so that basically he's held up while we can explore his place without any interruptions?
What's this over here? Looks like some kind of place for research. Experiment number 16 aims to verify Jacob Ingold's research conclusions on the primordial sea and use his theory as a foundation to achieve a breakthrough. The experiment was a failure. No individual managed to resurface from the water from the primordial sea. Female specimens 22, 23, and 24 were dissolved.
Calm down, Paimon.
Sorry, Traveler. Paimon will try her best. It's just that Paimon's never read something so scary before. How can someone write something that terrible in such a matter-of-fact tone? You read the rest. Paimon's too scared to keep going.
The goal of the researcher is to save his lover, a woman called Vignier, who was dissolved.
So that's why he did all of these experiments. Wait, did he really think he'd be able to find a way just by dissolving people over and over? That's just insane!
There's another name here. Vache.
Huh? Isn't that the name you heard by the fountain? Paimon thought he was an eyewitness in the serial disappearances case.
No, he's the researcher.
You mean Vache is the one who did all of these... experiments?
Yes, he signed off on a bunch of the experiment reports. The voice I heard from the fountain was probably Vignier.
So that's it! Vache was no victim, but personally took his lover and... No, that's not it either! If that's the case, why would he want people to resurface from the water?
There must be more to this than meets the eye.
In any case, Paimon will write it all down.
What's over here? Some bottles. Is this more of that substance that dissolves? The primordial seawater?
Whoa. There's so much
Oh no, it's
synth
synth.
here. And so many bottles of ingredients that probably just contain the waters of the primordial sea.
There are so many.
Mixing in progress. Ready to drink? Stock sample? Huh. They've also got all the synth pretty clearly labeled. Whoa, there's even fruit-flavored synth?
Well, that definitely proves that this is where they produce synth.
Yep, it's super obvious.
Okay, what else we got? So we got both those explored, right? Yeah, that's all the blinky spots over there. If they got check marks and everything. Okay. Next up, we got that, and then oh, we missed something back over here, and then we'll go check out the water.
What's all this? Aw, it's a bunch of really cute things. Pink accessories, a hair tie, a necklace, even a makeup box.
There's a name too.
Oh, Paimon sees it too, but why are all these cute things labeled with different girls' names?
Really, Paimon, are you that dense? They probably belong to the victims.
Huh? You mean the girls from the serial disappearances? They were brought here? And then they were turned into water. And all the boxes of things. These names. That means... Oh, this is terrible.
You know, whenever you really think about it, this is truly disturbing.
Oh, look! There's an important-looking basin over here, and it's full of water.
That must be the water from the primordial sea.
That means this is where they make all the synth, and that special water is the main ingredient. If you dilute it with normal water, you'll get synth, but the pure stuff can dissolve a human. Paimon will take notes on this incriminating evidence.
Should we be using our camera and taking pictures of everything, right? I mean, wouldn't that be really useful evidence?
Let's see what's written here. Nothing escapes Detective Paimon's eyes. Callus. Navia's father. Oh, this seems to be an investigation report on him.
It's probably related to his and Jacques' case.
Yep, it's about finding someone to assassinate Jacques and Callus because of a lack of confidence that Jacques himself would go through with it. This should prove the existence of the third person, right?
Is there anything else?
We still have not determined the exact content of the key information Callus has passed on to certain members of his organization. The old dog's a real menace to deal with. Even if he abides by the promise he's made to us, he will still have the upper hand. He can act whenever he wants to make our lives miserable. The only option left is to remove him from the picture entirely. I concur. Let's send someone to kill him. He won't declare war as long as we don't touch Navia. Oh, seems like we've got a bunch of correspondence between the higher-ups.
They planned this well in advance.
They're all just so evil. We've looked at almost everything here, and it seems like our theories were spot on. But...
Who really is this Vache? Unless, is that, Marcel's, I think that's, again, it is Marcel, right? I don't want to be calling people the wrong name. But that is, unless that's his real name, because he said you could look at all my vouchers and everything for when I moved here, blah, 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 unless he took on a different identity. Is he really Vache? Sorry, I'm theorizing. Anyway, so who really is this Vache?
yeah, we haven't found anything that reveals his true identity. No wonder even Neuvillette wasn't able to find anything. Whoever it is probably destroyed everything to do with that name a long time ago. That way, even if we bring all this back to the opera, we won't be able to identify the true culprit.
Clever. But maybe not clever enough. Let's look again.
Sure thing. Paimon won't admit defeat to this guy either.
Yeah, if it is him, that would also explain why whenever Navia said that name, he freaked out, like, you know, how does she know his real name? You know what I mean? Okay, so are we just supposed to pore over the same clues again? Yeah, it just wants us to look at the same clues again. Well, let's just look at them all again. So yep, we already did that. Nothing here on his true identity. Yep, nothing about that. The only thing I can think of is it would be somewhere in his notes, right? I'm getting worried that none of these seem to have anything that, like, that indicates him. Unless, oh, maybe it's in the belongings?
You take that side and Paimon will take this side. Check everything carefully. We'll find something for sure. Ugh, nothing at all. And Paimon can't even find snacks either.
Paimon, I found it.
Whoa, really? Let Paimon see. Vinier. Isn't that Vache's lover's name? Then you found her diary. Let's see. Aw, it's just a normal diary chronicling their love story. She was so sweet too. Oh, Paimon feels even worse for her now.
Take a look at this page. She made a list of baby names.
So many! A whole page's worth! But they're all crossed out. Was she unhappy with all of them? The final name she decided on was... Marcel. Wait, but Marcel's pretty old. Has this case been going on for so long that he's Vache and Vinier's grown son?
Or did he just assume one of the baby names? Again, I'm still going with that theory, but we'll see. I figured it out, Paimon. I figured it out. Let's go, Paimon.
Hey! Paimon still hasn't figured it out yet.
And whose image do you see, Marcel? Is it a man named Vache? Oh, so you do know that name.
I'm merely surprised you'd suddenly say the name of someone I've never even heard of.
I was waiting for you to say that.
Navia! We're back!
As expected of my partner. I just knew you'd return in the nick of time.
Just how often do you intend to flout the rules of this court?
It's all right, Monsieur Neuvillette. Given their confidence, I expect they've found the crucial evidence.
You say you've never heard of Vache. I need the diary, right?
But the truth of it, Marcel, is that you've always been Vache.
Huh?
We've investigated your lair and we already know everything! After your lover, Vinier, was dissolved, you kept abducting young women to experiment on the hopes of bringing her back to you! You even created Marcel as a new identity and destroyed all records of your past as Vache!
So that's it. Even the villains in opera performances rarely go that far. And with that, Marcel's motive has now been established.
This information regarding your past also dismantles your prior timing defense. Well, Marcel, do you know where you went wrong? You fixated your gaze on the lover that passed away, instead of paying attention to the living people around you. So, you never noticed how we changed, or how we grew as individuals.
You also never understood Boss's real expectations for his daughter.
Or our determination to see things through.
Your determination.
Mr. Marcel, please speak up now if you would like to defend yourself. Otherwise, the trial will move on to the next stage.
Do you really think I wanted to do any of this? pay attention to you. What for? Have you ever paid attention to me? Ever empathized with my pain? Ever known how it feels to watch the love of your life dissolve right in front of your eyes? No one helped me. No one even believed me. All those decades ago, even the officers from the Maison Gardiennage were laughing at me. They said there's no way a human being can turn into water. So I must have gone mad from grief. Vignier's death was brushed away by all of you as if it didn't matter at all. Well, now you know, don't you? Ha! Well, it's too late now. All those who were dissolved are gone forever. You only have yourselves to blame. You set up this ornate opera house in pursuit of your so-called justice, your beloved drama, while turning a blind eye to the suffering of the people. Vignier is dead. We promised each other that we would always be together. Wherever she goes, I will follow. But I'm not from this blasted place, so I can't be dissolved, no matter what I do.
Hey, is that water from the primordial sea that he's drinking?
I can't dissolve! Can't dissolve! Can't dissolve! Do you all see? I can't go! I can't follow! So if I can't go where she is, what choice do I have but to try to bring her back? I did all of that, and in the end, that accursed Callus still got the better of me. I spent my entire life living on pins and needles, only to get stabbed by his idiot daughter at the very end.
The suspect is exhibiting signs of mental distress. Guards, please restrain him.
Don't touch me! Don't anybody come near me! I still need to save Vignier. A promise. We made a promise. Vignier. Vignier! Please, Vignier. Don't think badly of me. All I want to do is fulfill our promise.
At this point, the verdict of this trial is clear. With Mr. Marcel's conviction, the charges against Mr. Tartaglia no longer have any basis.
Fine by me. I was in a bad mood, but after a show like that, I'm actually feeling pretty good.
Traveler, please submit all the evidence you have collected to the guards, so that I might review and summarize the truth behind the serial disappearances case. The man now known as Marcel was originally named Vacher and worked as an adventurer with his partner and lover Vignier. During an underwater expedition, Vignier accidentally came into contact with water from the primordial sea and was dissolved in front of Vacher as a result. Vacher learned of the primordial water's existence through the work of others and began to kidnap young women for research, with the goal of discovering a method to restore Vignier back to life. To cover his tracks, he invented the new alias of Marcel and began to operate a business in Poisson. During the course of his research, Vacher discovered that a diluted concoction of water from the primordial sea can induce feelings of euphoria, and began to manufacture and market synth. However, as he accumulated wealth to fund his continued research and expanded the scope, he came into conflict with Spina di Rosula. After exchanging blows with Spina di Rosula for many years, Vacher decided to assassinate their president Callus at a banquet. Although the assassination did not go as Vacher expected, he was able to turn Callus into the murder suspect by dissolving the assassin he sent to the scene. And just recently, Vacher attempted to frame Linny as the culprit of the serial disappearances case, using a similar method. However, his attempt to frame Linny failed, and the power of water from the primordial sea became public knowledge. This case also exposed enough of Vacher's machinations that he was eventually successfully charged in court. Thus concludes the enigmatic history of the serial disappearances case, with the truth revealed to all. The oratrice will now deliver the final verdict regarding the charges against Mr. Vacher. According to the judgment of the Oratrice Mécanique d'Analyse Cardinale, Mr. Vacher is guilty.
Guards! Take Vacher away.
Good. It's what he deserves.
With that, the serial disappearances case is over now.
We really just witnessed history. Who would have thought the true culprit would be such a polite and well-spoken guy?
Yippee! We helped Navia bring the bad guy to justice! He's hurt so many innocent people and now he's finally getting what he deserves! Huh? Are you okay?
Navia?
Demoiselle, you were absolutely brilliant.
The day our late boss had always hoped for has finally come. You can rest easy now, knowing justice has been served.
Yeah. Yeah. It's finally over. It's all thanks to you guys. And my partner. See, Papa? Spina di Rosula's still doing well with me at the helm.
Well now, hasn't this been a most delicious piece of drama? The villain has been caught, justice has been served, past wrongs have been righted, and it's a big ol' happy ending. Since it's been such a great show, I'll just let the false accusations against me slide. Either way, I've still got some business to attend to, so if you'll excuse me...
Please wait just one moment, Mr. Tartaglia.
Ugh, what now? None of this has anything to do with me.
According to court protocol, since this trial was initiated due to a charge against you, a verdict must also be made regarding the initial charge before the trial can conclude.
Oh, come on. Is this really necessary? Haven't you already caught the real criminal? Isn't it time for side characters like me to exit stage left?
Please respect the laws of Fontaine. This has always been the rule.
All right, but this sure is a lot of hassle. All I need to do is stand over there, right? Let's just get this over with.
Through evidence presented in the public trial that was just held, it has been established that Mr. Tartaglia has no direct connection to the serial disappearances case. The guilty party has been identified, and thus it is logical to suppose Mr. Tartaglia is innocent of the charges. We now turn to the Oratrice Mécanique d'Analyse Cardinale to render the final verdict on the charges. According to the judgment of the Oratrice Mécanique d'Analyse Cardinale, Mr. Tartaglia is guilty.
What?
Hey! That's not funny! Didn't you just say I'm supposed to be innocent? What's with this verdict? Is your justice machine malfunctioning?
Huh? This has never happened before. The Oratrice actually returned a different verdict from the Chief Justice.
I mean, have you ever heard of an innocent Fatui Harbinger? Do you think the Oratrice might have just convicted him on general principle?
But weren't the charges about the serial disappearances case? No matter what else he's guilty of, it shouldn't affect the verdict in this case, right?
I'm sorry, but that's just kind of funny. Well, did it just, basically say he's guilty just because he's a harbinger? Basically hits who he is. It's kind of funny. It's just like, no, you're guilty. I don't like you. You're guilty. I'm sorry. It's just the machine being kind of childish like that just sounds kind of funny. But anyways, it's got me really confused then. So Child has been declared guilty by the Oratrice. Just what is going on here?
The judgment of the Oratrice Mécanique d'Analyse Cardinale is, by law, the final verdict of the court. We must accept the guilty verdict. Guards, please take the suspect into custody per court protocol.
So this is how justice is done in Fontaine. What a joke. You've got your rules. Well, I've got mine too!
I am sorry. If you have been wronged, we will find the truth. But the rules of the court must be upheld.
Hey, Monsieur Novelette, what's going on? Shouldn't they have been cleared already?
Apologies. This is also the first time I've encountered such a situation. However, according to the rules established at the conception of Fontaine's court system, the Oratrice's judgment is the final verdict of the court. All I do is follow court procedure. As for why the Oratrice arrived at the conclusion it did, you should probably ask someone more knowledgeable than me.
If even the Chief Justice doesn't know, then we have no choice but to ask the Archon herself.
Why are you looking at me? I had nothing to do with it! I don't know what happened there either! Hey, stop staring at me!
What does Lady Farina mean by that?
She says she has no idea either, but that's impossible. Didn't she create the Oratrice herself?
Yeah, so are the verdicts reliable or not? Can results like this really be called justice?
My dearest citizens, did you really think we'd allow an incorrect verdict to be handed out in this court? Did you really believe that the judgment could be mistaken or be the result of some sort of random mishap? Don't tell me you thought even I had been blindsided by the Oratrice's result.
But the way she looked just now, it was pretty obvious she had no idea what was going on.
However, given the state of things, I shall give you an explanation. Everything that just took place, including my supposed shock and bafflement, was a part of an elaborate performance, with every action meant to stir up drama and excitement. And, of course, for every performance there is a script. Everything has unfolded exactly as I expected from the very beginning. As the embodiment of the very concept of justice, the Oratrice shall never render an arbitrary judgment! If you thought Child had nothing to do with the serial disappearances case, it is only because you've been blinded by the superficial appearance of innocence. Everything he's done, not to mention the danger he poses, are beyond ordinary comprehension and completely unforgivable! All shall be revealed in time. You will come to understand my noble intentions, as well as the absolute correctness of the Oratrice's verdict. Now, having said that, although I hate to leave things hanging in suspense, it is now time for this performance to end. As the lead actress, I shall be the first to take my leave. Toodaloo!
So she chose to make her escape after all, did she?
So you're saying we shouldn't put much stock into what she just said?
She probably just put on that performance to save face. As for the truth, it's unlikely that she actually has any idea.
Way to pull the rug out from under her.
However, please be assured that I will continue to investigate this case in a personal capacity. Just as I promised, if the judgment has been incorrect, we will do our utmost to clear his name.
Alright. Even though we feel pretty badly for him, we'll take your word for it for now. After all, he's done plenty of bad stuff, so he should have known he'd go to prison someday, right?
Well, I guess that's one way of looking at it, but going to prison for the one thing he didn't do is kind of a little weird, but I wonder if it's because he didn't have his, remember he gave us his, whatchamacallit, his vision. He had a delusion on him, so did the delusion maybe corrupt the machine's reading on him? I don't know, but anyways, guys, we're gonna end this episode here. And in the next one, I really hope we can figure out what the heck's going on, because now I am very concerned for Child and what happened, and Farina, what's she gonna do, and the fact that she's confused and scared and freaked out. Nervalet, it seems very pissed off and like this is not supposed to happen. Now he needs to look into this, and just wow, that it went from a happy moment where Navia finally got her true justice to basically everything falling apart. So anyways, thank you all so much for watching. If you liked the video, remember to like it. Comment down below with your thoughts and opinions. I look forward to hearing from you guys. Remember to subscribe if you want to see more from me in the future. Until next time, see ya!